Hello, everyone, and welcome back to RGLGG, where we are going to continue our week of Global Clan tonight. It's going to be Global Clan versus Global Clan Ice, a rematch on the exact same map that saw the upset victory for Global Clan Ice in a stunning 5-4 fashion. And now it's going to be a question of whether Global Clan Ice are going to be able to continue their dominance against their sister team, or if Global Clan are going to be able to get their revenge. My name's TC Mano. I am joined by the amazing, wonderful Zilly. We've, as always, got Dolphin on production tonight. Zilly, how you doing? And are you excited for this rematch, which should have a lot of playoff implications?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for this game. And as you mentioned, we did have a banger 5-4, probably the most eventful match of the season up until maybe yesterday, where we had GlobalClan pulling up an upset over Froyo and really putting themselves in a favorable position to make LAN. And this game is probably the decider for fourth place.
It is probably the decider for fourth place. If you didn't see the match that was just yesterday, GlobalClan managed to eke out a win against Froyotech on Granary. It was a really good match. Highly recommend going back into the VOD and watching that one from yesterday. But tonight, they want to secure their attempt at playoffs because, sure, an upset win against Froyotech definitely made things a lot more possible for them. But getting this win against probably the only other team that's kind of gunning for that fourth seed spot right now, these two Global Clan teams, getting a win against them would almost secure their spot in playoffs. It would put pressure on the GCI to do exactly what Global Clan just did last night and get an upset win against one of the other top three teams. I think they have a match against Froyotech coming up, so maybe Froyotech might be the king maker here. But if Global Clan win this tonight, they should be feeling very, very confident and start booking those hotel rooms.
Yeah, I think GlobalClan Ice is for sure going anyways, regardless of the outcome. But that would be a good time to start, booking those rooms with LAN being about a month away, less than that now, right?
Yeah, I think it is roundabout. Actually, yeah, it is less than a month and away, roundabout 2-ish weeks, something like that. So a little bit down to the wire if some of these guys haven't gotten their hotel rooms and everything sorted out. But if that's you out there, don't worry. There's still room for you over at the RGL LAN. Even though I believe the open tournaments have been closed, you can still come around, see all your friends, and wear the merch. Check it out. Bring it to land. All of that really great stuff. But speaking back on this match, we're back on Snakewater, and it was, like you said, it was a very eventful map, Silly. And I'm wondering what your prediction is for tonight, because a lot of stakes for both of these teams. They desperately want the win here, but I am gonna have to go with Global Clan. I think they got it. They kind of shook out all the nerves last night. I'm going to say it's going to be a 4-3 victory for them. They haven't shook them out so much that they win dominantly, but they're going to be our victors tonight.
I think they take it solidly 5-2 Global Clan. I think they've shown that over the course of the season, despite losing to this team before, they've been the better team ever since. They played everybody close that people weren't really expecting them to play close against. And meanwhile, on the other side, GCI hasn't shown that same peak level of play. Like, they're just, I don't know. I think they've struggled a little too much against the other LAN contenders, and personally, I prefer to see the stronger team obviously go to LAN, put up a better show.
Yeah, it kind of has been a thorn in the side for Global Clan proper. They've had so many amazing close games against those top three teams, but just kind of choked it a little bit in the dying stages. Wasn't the case last night, but has certainly been the case previous times against Witness Gaming and like a G6. But I do agree for GCI. They haven't had as much success. They did have a very close game, actually, against Froyotech on Metalworks, but similarly, like Global Clan, they weren't able to clutch it out. So maybe some hope for them, but they really have to try and get things working, because last time it was actually Global Clan who almost had the reverse 5-0 sweep. GCI was up 4 rounds, and then Global Clan got 4 rounds right back back-to-back, and they almost took the 5th one, but it was just kind of a very interesting Uber, a Shamu Uber, as you'd call it, that kind of bit them in the butt. But they were poised to making that a reverse 5-0 sweep there.
Yeah, it was a valiant comeback attempt. You don't want to start off that slow, but being able to claw it back means that you're able to compete and you have it in you. They probably feel confident on this map after that, just letting it go through because they adjusted mid-game. And then heading into this game, I expect GlobalClan to be more prepared for whatever it is that they were struggling with from GCI. I think really it was actually a pretty good game from the combined efforts of Grape Juice and Quacks previously. So if Dank and Shamu are playing more aware of the threats incoming, then I think that I think GlobalClan is going to take this pretty well.
All right, and then real quick, if GCI do walk away as the victors, who do you think has to pop off for that to happen? Do you think it has to be down to Grape Juice and Quacks, or is it going to be more on the scouts to do the work?
I think Hannah and Penny have to play as good as Dank and Sin Karma, honestly. I think, in my opinion, when GCI has looked good, it's mainly been because Penny has been doing a lot of work, and Hannah hasn't been getting caught out to mistakes. I think, in particular, Hannah needs to just play pretty sharp and just not let Paul Dog and Loaf, dominate. But we're going live here, TC.
We are going to go live. A very important match between both of the GlobalClans. Ice versus no ice. We can't even say fire. Just ice versus no ice. GlobalClan versus GlobalClan ice. Whoever wins this is going to have a really good opportunity at making it to land. If you're GlobalClan, they want to try and secure that victory for them tonight, as we are going to go live on this first mid. Sin Karma getting very aggressive across the point. Scratch is just kind of running them. Gets a good damage into him, but not enough to get the pick. But Sin Karma actually goes down very, very low. He's going to have to wait for an arrow. Now the bombs coming out from GCI is going to be able to get one onto Loaf. Grape Juice trades out for that one, and Quacks dying as well, cratering to his death. And as of those two soldiers going down, GlobalClan are going to be able to get control of the point and win that first mid.
That was we have Yum Yum here still trying to salvage. Actually, Dank's going to take him down. But that was a curious double bomb target from the side of GCI. Both soldiers went and jumped the enemy roof, and rather than find anything, they just both died one at a time. But here we have a drive push attempt from the side of GlobalClan as Sin Karma is already walking their way through lower, and GlobalClan Ice is playing really passive here on bats. They're actually going to give it up despite it being even Ubers. Even though you're down one, I think you can afford to hold a little further up, but we have a notorious Snakewater to last hold defense coming.
We do. It's one of the, it can be one of the worst in the game, especially when you have that sentry gun set up, which Yum Yum is starting to do. But Grape Juice getting very aggressive over in lobby isn't going to be able to get enough damage off to get the force. So still going to be even Ubers. GlobalClan proper making their way into lobby again. And the name of the game for them right now is just to spam out that sentry gun. We'll first establish that it's there, but they probably know that it's already there. But actually, no, they're just going to go in. They don't even care about this sentry gun. Hannah might get caught out, takes a rocket, is going to be able to surf to safety, and there is definitely a world where they get the force or the drop on her there.
Yeah, I don't think there was enough follow-up pressure. There was definitely an opportunity for the rest of the GlobalClan members to take out the gun while the sack was going off, and maybe put even more pressure on Anna, but great serve from her to just, avoid getting forced. Scratch actually is going to go down, over peaking, maybe dying to a Sin Karma trap. I wasn't actually, wasn't able to see, but the response, the gun is still up, and GlobalClan Ice is just happy to hold last here.
They are happy to hold last, but they have to make sure that playing these angles properly, because Pablo has come up on Sniper. He's over by the logs, taken the long shot through the left side. It's actually going to be his soldier buddy in Loaf who goes down. So it's just going to be GlobalClan backing things up, but maybe that baits someone on GCI, an important pick, hopefully for GlobalClan, into a bad position, gets their head torn off, as it is going to be a Sniper v Sniper. Scratch takes the worst of that just for the moment. It's going to get buffed right back up, so it's just going to be who gets the better. It's going to be Pablo again. Hits the second shot, and now he gets a little bit more opportunity and a bit more space to try and peek these angles.
Yeah, great work there from Pablo. We've seen him do this before many times in the last week, basically. But he's trying to Oh, we have the direct hit coming in. Loaf taking out the gun. Easy, you know, makes it easier to do so. And Balog's gonna try to sack actually. Nice surf from Anna. And the level 1 being rebuilt is gonna take him out. And we have revenge crits from Yum Yum as he pushes in the lobby. He still wants more. He's got more. He's gonna try to wrap all the way around under. Not gonna be able to find anything as they pressure him away. The rest of GlobalClan is trickling out here on the second.
Yeah, getting very aggressive. Grape Juice has actually made his way into saw behind, but on the point, it's Shamu trying to take the Uber exchange, is going to be able to force it out from GlobalClan Ice. And they're still trying to play this yard area. Now we have a dry fight. Grape Juice taking a lot of damage over by Saw, is going to have to back up as everyone gets aggressive. Oh my god, Pauldog just gets launched into the sky, lands on bats, doesn't hit enough damage to get a kill or a trade out. Hannah is going to get chased down over in lower from Loaf, and now we're just going to back all the way up on to middle, keeping Dank alive. Good job from Loaf to get Hannah there, and now GlobalClan can try and repush this with heals advantage.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be able to take this point pretty cleanly. That was excellent work from the soldiers of GlobalClan. Just Loaf and Pauldog, you know, Pauldog's distraction being in the skybox, forcing Hannah into a bad position. Loaf's able to just find the kill for free, where Hannah was kiting alone. And now, off of that, they get the point for free and full ad for free. So we'll see how Shamu wants to take this push.
Yeah, it seems like they're just now getting in an opportunity for GlobalClan to get the first round on the board, to get their hopes of making LAN that much closer as they barrel in through the left side. They take down the sentry gun. They haven't found anyone on GCI just quite yet, but they're getting some time onto the point. Beneferous might be caught out just a little bit, takes a lot of damage, is going to go down, and now everyone on GlobalClan trying to collapse on these GCI players. They have to stand onto the point. There's so much cap time in the favor of GlobalClan proper. It's going to be Shamu playing on top, but it buys enough time for GCI to finally get their own Uber. They shouldn't be able to catch Dank. It seems like Sin Karma is going to be able to keep his medic alive, but that was definitely doable for GlobalClan proper there. And actually, Sin Karma might go down on second.
Yeah, he overstays his welcome. Dank was already leaving the whole time, basically, and that's actually not a good death from Sin Karma. He might have been trying to, like, stay or put up a new trap, but still, Uber favors GlobalClan here. And if I think GCI, yeah, they want to pressure off this Sin Karma pick, maybe see if they can get the Force or another pick, but Sin Karma's spawning now. They're going to have to play a little defensive and be cautious.
Luckily, GlobalClan, they do have Uber advantage, and they are going to use that. Oh my god, it's going to be a collapse over inside. Yum Yum, Scratch, and Grape Juice all going down, so they got 4 for it, and they're actually still on the chase. Pauldog gets Beneferous as well, going super deep to commit for that one, and they're just going to be running through, taking this 3v2 as they leave their scout to capture on the point. There's only 2 respawners up for GCI. Has to be a soldier to block the point. It was Quaxi dies. Now the scouts are up for GCI. Can't they do anything? Trying to get onto the point. They do block it for the meantime. Seems like GlobalClan are going to have to back out. They don't have enough players here to try and fight this, and now with Loaf going down, they are going to back up onto second. They might lose another one as everyone on GlobalClan Ice bursting out of their last again. Seems like this time it should be held second for them, though.
Yeah, that was great from Quax. Basically, you know, he died and didn't really get a kill, but he was able to block the point, push Sin Karma away, and you know, shove the soldier away. And there, we have a spot here. Shamu actually peeking lower. Does he have the timing? No, he actually butter knifes the scout, trying to kill him. Yum Yum trying to dodge. Shamu doesn't finish the shot, but the Uber is disastrous from the side of GCI actually. Hannah going down, and now the GlobalClan players are going to be able to take out the players on ice just pretty easily. But we have a back half attempt. 3 players wrapping around all on the point from lower, and what looked like such a good situation for GlobalClan was now just terrible. They've lost so many players, and GCI actually taking the point, but Penny just backs up into a scout, unaware, and both scouts now. We have a 2v2, both scouts, and it looks like the GlobalClan Ice scouts just clean them up easily. They're going to be able to just run the last one, maybe kill the soldier, and just consolidate. What a gutsy play from GlobalClan Ice. It just completely works out in their favor.
I mean, it all comes down to Grape Juice. Sure, the flank from GCI had made their way onto middle, where everyone on GlobalClan proper were a little bit confused there, but Grape Juice gets onto Dank, and I believe Sin Karma basically taking down the combo for GlobalClan guarantees his team Uber advantage, and now they are going to be making their way in. It's just going to be a dry fight. They get onto Sin Karma, but a nice headshot from Shamu takes down Hannah, and now this scrappy DM fight from GCI is not working out at all. They're going to have to back up, even though it is even players to respawn respawners for GlobalClan proper going to be a lot quicker, and they do have heals advantage, but someone onto the point. It is going to be Scratch, isn't going to be able to win the 1v1. Wouldn't have mattered anyways. The respawners for GlobalClan were right there, and they are going to be able to avoid certain disaster. They get out of their last onto second, and they are going to have bigger Uber advantage to work with onto mid.
Yeah, that was... I think they were feeling themselves a little too much off of, you know, basically winning every DM fight and just trying to take them at last. It looked good until Shamu had the headshot.
Yeah, there was maybe some opportunity, but Sin Karma going down is maybe their response to that. They might lose another one as well. Pablo trying to leave through kitchen should be able to get out and is going to be able to, so they don't lose anyone else, but that is going to nullify probably the Uber advantage that GlobalClan had, because by the time Sin Karma gets back up, it's going to be maybe 70-80% for GCI. Still doable if you are GlobalClan. We have seen them take very kind of aggressive Ubers before, but I don't think they're in the position to really do that. So it is going to go into a stalemate. All eyes now on GCI to see how they want to try and break this.
Well, you know, I'm thinking we're going to see a Juicer sack, or maybe Scratch might come up with Sniper. Those are generally the two options that this team favors that I've seen in the past. But here comes Quax actually trying to make room for Grape Juice, but they actually just bomb the same target. Grape Juice gets behind, Quax just backing up, Yum Yum getting down lower, Scratch in a little bit of trouble. He wins this 1v1 actually, and Grape Juice is going to be able to get out now with 2 picks in favor of GlobalClan. Ice. Yeah. Ice.
No, I know. It is a little bit confusing, even more confusing that it's just GlobalClan proper, not GlobalClan Fire. But speaking of GlobalClan Ice, they are making their way in on the second. Loaf is in behind, has been spotted out, and he's got 2 people chasing for him. Over on Bats, it is going to be Quacks. Oh my god, nice air shot onto Paul-Dog. Not going to be able to get the kill, but we all saw what he did right there. Really great stuff from him. Still, seems like, however, with that pick, GCI are going to instead back up, play it a little bit safe, say, all right, that was basically our 1-man, but they get Pablo overextended into Saw, and now it's a 2-man advantage. Quacks soon to respawn, and they're making their way in. Grape Juice barreling in. Paul-Dog is going to get caught out. Seems like it's going to be an Uber exchange on the point. Shamu uses Sue much later and is going to be trying to chase all these GCI players out through Saw.
Scratch.
Yeah, Scratch is caught. Oh my, a late bomb, however, from the soldiers gets on the tank. Really great stuff there. Oh my god, if that rocket hit onto Shamu, it's just going to be...
Quacks and Yum Yum. Oh man, Quacks with the perfect bomb, and Yum Yum just cleaning up everything right after that. A great play from the side of GCI. Big ad now in the favor for them off of that play.
It's a really big advantage for them. We see Quacks up on the spy, just probably trying to see what type of off classes GlobalClan have. They should recognize it's just gonna be an engineer, and if he checks for it, a pyro, yeah, as well. So if you go through that shutter door and you aren't really aware for that, pyro can actually lock you down pretty aggressively. So hopefully Quacks did relay that information for his team, because if not, they might be in for a little bit of a rude surprise.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to elect to take it right into the pyro, and oh my god, the scout gets completely disconnected from the medic off of the airbus, and another play gets struggled. It's Hannah in the skybox. She's going to get caught up on the shutter, being taken out by Sin Karma, and the hold works perfectly from the combined efforts of Shamu and Sin Karma on that doorway.
So probably Quacks didn't check the pyro. Maybe he's going to be able to recognize that and do that next time, because yeah, Shamu did a lot of work there. A little bit scrappy from the aggression from GlobalClan, but now they've got everyone up. They're going to have an opportunity to push out. They have to make sure, it's always scary pushing out of your last. Someone could try and go for a back cap, and compared to other points, if they back up here, they win the round. Someone taking a lot of damage is Shamu. We see the bomb onto Sin Karma from Bats. It is Quacks, is going to be able to get him. The force comes out from GlobalClan. They pick down 3 with that Uber, so not a bad one at all. They should be able to get second and even pressure mid if they want to.
It looks like Penny might be caught out though. Oh, catches an arrow from Anna and is able to just jump away. Still being chased though by Shamu. He knows that Penny's not healthy at all. But Yum Yum on that sniper, just gonna switch off on the scout. Uber in favor of GCI, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough to really recontest mid.
It might not be enough, but we've already seen them do a dry fight before, so maybe they'll try and do the dry fight and then get Uber during the middle of it. As Yum Yum a little bit aggressive over towards Kitchen, maybe just calling some information for his team, as now everyone on GCI making their way in through Saw. They have Uber now. Loaf is kind of in behind, playing over on the catwalk. It's going to be a soldier bombing around. It is Paul Dog onto Yum Yum Loaf in the backlines right now. He's drawing a lot of people, getting a lot of attention over towards his way. He's basically drawn everyone on GCI back. He is going to be able to be taken down, but now Dank basically has their own Uber, and it seems like GlobalClan want to initiate here.
Oh, McClack's just diving in for the force, and he goes down, but the trade goes off anyway, so I don't know if there was even really a point, because the combo Scratch wanted to take a trade, and Hannah might actually just get caught out for that. But a nice surf back on the bridge, barely alive, 1 HP in lobby, manages to stay alive in front of the whole of GlobalClan. So, but that's still unreal. The cap, it is unreal. Great play from her, but the cap still goes off in the favor of GlobalClan, so they're going to be happy with taking the point, even if they didn't quite get the medic there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. It was still a good push from GlobalClan, kind of making their way in. Now it is going to be an even Uber situation. Quacks back up on the spy. This time should have spotted, maybe would have spotted Shamu, who's up now on the sniper for his team. So we might be seeing a bit more SBS action, but with Loaf getting onto Peniferous, that's definitely going to open things up. I would love to see GlobalClan get a bit aggressive here, even though they do have the sniper. Maybe send in a soldier and get your sniper go for a hero, because there is no demo. Seems like they want to try and take down the sentry gun, getting aggressive over on the drop down side. Shamu, unfortunately for him, gets juggled over on the left side, and now they do have to back up, making sure that they don't get wrapped. And Loaf is in, gets a lot of damage onto Hannah. It's actually going to be able to get the force.
Oh, and Quacks is put down really weak as well. But only 3 players up on the side of GlobalClan. But Gravetree's looking for the force. He manages to get it as well. I don't know if this Uber is going to be able to get much with the sentry still up and so many bodies on the side of GlobalClan Ice. So I think we're going to have more of a stalemate situation. I don't think either team is really ready to push.
Probably not. It probably is going to be another stalemate situation, and at least for GlobalClan, they are up on their Classic Sixes roster, so no off classes just quite yet. Still, only a round about half the time left in the round before we go to a round reset. Round about 2-ish minutes left, so not a lot of pressure on GlobalClan just quite yet, but if they dawdle and they kind of take their time, you know, by getting a sniper up, they might be forced into a position where they need to take an Uber exchange. But I mean, with that being said, we've seen last night that they've made success work with their Uber exchanges. I don't know if they'll find something similar on something like Snakewater, a little bit more open.
I don't think so. Yeah, I think this, especially the difference between exchanging on second and exchanging the last, where there is the gun, all of the defensive position really favors the side of GlobalClan Ice. I don't really know if the exchanges will be too well, but it looks like they're still playing Look for the Force. Hannah actually eating a lot of damage early from some spam from Loaf and the Shutter, and GlobalClan here is still wanting to figure out what it is that they want to do. Looks like they're trying to take up the gun.
Yeah, Sin Karma trying to spam it down. Doesn't really have the perfect angle, but someone has the perfect angle on him. It was Quacks. It just waddles through drop down, takes down the demo, and now everyone on GlobalClan have to back out of lobby. That is going to be Dank. He takes a rocket, but not enough to force him. But they're 3 down at the moment, and they have got to be playing super passive. I don't think they can really hold on to second. They're just basically out there all the way far back.
Do you want to come out here, though? Oh, this is going to be risky. I think the team fight is maybe imminent. No, it looks like we're actually gonna get a stalemate on mid. Interesting that they don't opt for the round reset, actually. Shamu.
Ooh. Oh my god, he is in on Spy. He shouldn't have been spotted. He shouldn't have been noticed. I doubt anyone would have checked for him, but he goes in, might get the backstab, does onto Hannah, and now his team are going to have an Uber advantage to instantly go in if they want to. Really great play from Shamu, recognizing the timing perfectly. That's one of those timings where if you are GCI, you're not expecting that whatsoever. You kind of expect you're going to be in for a very big stalemate, but now they have to back up. They have to get on to their last, get all of those defenses that they just tore down right back up again, because this has been the best opportunity that GlobalClan have had to finally get around on the board.
Yeah, they're waiting for Shamu to just, the playmaker, to come back, right? And basically this, I think it is the second clean opportunity they had. They're going to take it through Shutter. Sin Karma bombing forward, not being able to find anything with the initial jump. The gun actually, clever spot from Yum Yum, finally goes down. And now they're trying to collapse on the door, but instead they're the ones collapsed on as Quacks and Gravejuice come forward, just nuking that combo. And Pablo actually barely managing to escape. Maybe, yep, he's going to be able to live. But with Sin Karma and Paul Dog down, this is an opportunity for GCI to push out a last with some ad.
It is going to be an opportunity. Maybe they might just wait for Yum Yum or until they fully get their Uber charge before they make their way into lobby and, you know, get everyone fully buffed up, make sure that they don't have to worry about any cheeky off classes, but they are going to have to worry about one. Paul Dog is actually up on the sniper. He's posted over towards he's on window right now looking into lobby, and if GCI don't use here, if they don't respect, they might be at risk of falling, but it seems like they're not even going to push. Scratch has come back up on sniper. The engineer has come up and they use on last.
Wow, great sack from Loaf, I guess. I didn't actually see it happen. I was too busy paying attention to the sniper sidelines, but it looks like with that force, Paul Dog's just gonna have to switch back to Soldier when Loaf spawns, and they're gonna get their second crack at this once the Soldiers come back on the side of blue.
Yeah, and that's kind of the problem with playing not to lose there, because GCI, they could have pushed out, they probably should have pushed out, but because they didn't, they put themselves in a position where one mistake would put them even more at risk at losing the round, and that is exactly where they are. GlobalClan have another opportunity at trying to convert it. They walk in through the left side, and they get a crucial pick onto Yum Yum. That's going to be the first one down. Are anyone else going to fall? They take down the sentry gun. Scratch is up on the heavy, just being area denial, but he can't deny the point. A lot of cap time going in the favor of GlobalClan. A little bit weak, and they are going to have to back up, maybe just distribute some heals, but these picks are slowly going their way. Paniferous takes a lot of damage, is going to have to wait for an arrow of his own. Grape Juice not going to have that same favor. So much cap time on the point, and they are going to be able to win it out. GlobalClan taking the first round.
There was two key things that I noticed. One was Synchron taking that Uber so deep in and just catching Yum Yum before the door, like just taking him out so quickly, followed by Loaf managing to hit a nice direct over by the same truck area just to secure the refight with the first pick in both. But we're going in another mid here, TC.
Yeah, we are. It was a really good from GlobalClan, maybe a bit of beef, but let's see if they don't beef this time as they get in onto Dang. Both soldiers from GCI just bombing across, and it is a little bit of beef. They don't manage to find the medic. Dang gonna be able to stay alive. Can the same be said for Hannah? Yes, actually gonna be able to defend herself. Nice head on to a soldier there. But both medics staying alive there. It is gonna be even Ubers. And so kind of a silver lining for GCI. You know, they didn't lose their medic, but still not how they would have liked that mid to go.
No, not at all. Basically, both Grape Juice and Quacks got baited really far back in the doorway by Dank, who just recognized that they were just diving only for him, and he just left mid, and GlobalClan was able to just get both those kills, and meanwhile, on the other side, GCI was being pushed out far back. Tana was able to kill Paul Dog. Great play from her. She's been playing pretty well this match.
Yeah, has been playing very, very well. We've seen a lot of good serves, actually, from Hannah to stay alive in very tricky situations, and GlobalClan have to try and do something about it. Seems like Shamu up on Spy is their answer. I mean, it worked once before. Who's to say it can't work again? Obviously, the second time.
They know.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
they're spinning. They're shooting everywhere. They're spy checking. They know.
Yeah, second time isn't generally the charm, but we'll see if Shamu can prove that wrong as he makes his way in. He's going to have to rely on a little bit of distraction from his team if he wants to get a clean pick, either onto Hannah or even onto Paniferous. Could open things up. Seems like he wanted to go onto Frisk, but he gets spotted out there, so that is going to be the end of the Frenchman.
Yeah, I would have liked to see another player try to sack with him, but this is low risk, so Yum Yum actually makes it fine cleanly, drawing eyes here, but they're not actually going to chase him. They're just going to leave him be, but Paul Dog actually switched over to Scout during that sack. I guess they were trying to mind game by showing both Scouts and not have Shamu get spotted.
Shamu's on Soldier.
Yeah, I think they're going to maybe go back to Spawn and just switch their classes here in a second once they made sure things are secure, but that was a clever attempt to just, play a bit around. I don't know if Paul Dog and Shamu had the same loadouts or not. That would have been really interesting to see, but
yeah, that was a
Shamu on Cypher now.
Yeah, some attempted mind games from GlobalClan not quite working out there, but we actually saw Paul Dog scout at LAN, and he was doing it really well with it, so he's not a bad scout in his own right. I haven't seen the Shamu soldier though, but we have seen a lot of a Shamu sniper, which is what he's on currently. Gonna be peeking over from kitchen into lower. Probably has been spotted just a little bit, but his first shot hasn't gotten off. I think he just took it, so now they should have heard that, and they should definitely know. Gonna be playing to try and protect Hannah, and you have to protect your medic from the sniper silence, but you have to make sure that while you do that, you don't put them at risk to a bombing soldier, as well as we can see Paul Dog and Love kind of over by Saw, just trying to see if maybe they can get an easy view onto Hannah and go for that type of play. But for the moment, only 60 seconds left before a round reset, so a little bit of pressure on GlobalClan to try and do something.
Wait, Yum. Oh, he's able to get out. Yeah, Sinkarma's been feeling out the slower area without getting punished fairly well, but Shamu's still trying to find the angle. Looks like he wants to work Saw side now, but he isn't quite able to find anything. He's just getting spammed out. Actually manages to hit a headshot on Grape Juice, so that might be a little bit of a win though. But with 30 seconds left, we might see a trade attempt here from the side of GlobalClan.
Yeah, it is, as they are going to be making their way through. It's actually going to be an Uber onto Paul Dog and the demo. They don't get any space whatsoever. The jump from Paul Dog not really buying his team a lot of it, so they're going to rotate in through lower, get through window, and now they're jumping across, trying to get in onto Hannah. Takes a little bit of damage, but we do have a pause, actually, in the middle of this Uber exchange fight. Both medics have used. Uber is gone. Only one death on the field right now. It is Loaf. Maybe looking a little bit better for them, but one person probably soon to fall is Yum, as Paul Dog has got a rocket headed straight for them, and Grape Juice is kind of in the back lines waiting for a pack. So a few players out of a fight for GCI, but I don't know. It's kind of a hard one to tell at the moment.
Well, with Loaf, I think he's respawning. I'm not sure if he is or not, but I think, yeah, Yum is pretty much dead. Grape Juice is taking a long way around this fight, gonna wrap behind. I'm not sure if they're keeping track of him or not, but if he doesn't make it back into the fight in time, GlobalClan can just walk over the point and maybe try to steamroll GCI. I'm not really sure what the pause is about, but we'll find out eventually, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully it's not some type of internet issue or lag affecting one of these players. Maybe might be a little bit of a tactical pause from either of these teams. This is we've been saying it a lot over the course of this week, but it really is a must-win match for both of them if they want to go to LAN as that fourth team. We already got Froyotech, we got Witness Gaming, we got Leica G6. We just need one more, and that is between these two teams tonight. The winner of this is basically almost certain at making that fourth spot. So a lot on this match, and wouldn't be surprised that even if I could see, even if GCI win this round, I could see GlobalClan just trying to regroup, recalibrate, and make sure that they don't have what's happened to them so many times. They lose by just one round, because even I think there's around about maybe 5-ish minutes left on the actual server time before continuous overtime. So it's going to be a pretty low scoring match. So all of these rounds matter a lot more because of it.
Yeah, we're close to the end here, or at least, the win condition, basically. But, this is if it is an internet issue, this kind of sucks for both teams, because this is the most important match of the season for both teams right now. The winner essentially just qualifies for LAN, while the loser will just have to, settle for either showing up for the open tournament or just not going at all.
Yeah, and I know both of them really, really want to try and make playoffs. I think both of them know that they should, and that they definitely can if everything goes their way. They just have to string it all together and come out as the victorious team tonight. But so far, I guess, kind of performances that I've been fairly impressed with. I think Yum has been doing a lot, been kind of making a few plays for his team, and a lot of the times that they have kind of won those kind of scrappy fights, whether it's been on last, defending their last, or kind of in transition between mid and second, has been him getting a lot of kills. And then on the other side of things, I think Shamu has been very, very clutch for his team. One with the spy play on to Hannah, but also just kind of going for those aggressive Ubers and making them work.
Yeah, the honestly, pretty much everybody has been playing well. I think everyone has had at least one moment in this game so far, but really though, pauses are so lame.
No, I 100% agree. I mean, at the last LAN over in Philly, I think it might have been grand finals, but there were just so many pauses because players would get
Mm,
up, they'd go to the bathroom, and then they'd go for something else, and also kind of the computers were
yeah.
a little bit wonky over there. So we can't escape pauses even at LAN. Is kind of a one of the worst parts of just these types of things in general, but does give us chance to do some important things like shout out the merch, check it
I was
out.
just thinking that.
Yeah, exactly. Check out the RGL merch, some great designs, and we've got some land specific designs as well. There's been some really great ones for the seasons, and they make sure to get them before they go. So check that out. Always great to have some TF2 merch as well. Some really cool kind of images and kind of memes from the games that they've been able to make into t-shirts and stuff. So check that out. Check out the LAN one specifically as well. All of it helps RGL. And then also check out the Disrupt Cup that's happening this weekend. It's going to be a draft style cup. We've got a few invite team leaders that you might recognize. Banny of one of them, and they're going to be. Never mind, not Banny. But we've got other people, we swear, and it's going to be a little bit of a draft. They're going to be picking their players, and it's going to be up to you to decide how the game goes. You can donate money to influence the match. Maybe you can kill your favorite player. You can get a dolphin in there. But we are going to go live, so enough of that. The Disrupt Cup, but seems like Grape Juice trying to disrupt this push from GlobalClan as he bombs in. Isn't going to land on Dank, however. He lands onto Sin Karma. Going to be able to help take him down, but it's not going to be enough. GlobalClan winning that push, and they keep their medic alive.
Yeah, like we were just talking about just before or during the pause, GlobalClan just decided to run forward, same as Pablo, he actually decides to run forward and kill Anna, but they just ran forward, killed them before they just could get really the right timing, and Yum Yum though, finding Shamu, trying to see if he can get out here, isn't with no heals though, I don't think this push is going to be happening for the side of GlobalClan Ice, who, are respectfully just not able to come out. Loaf actually going for last, but the rest of GlobalClan here is going to try to defend the point with heals. They have a sizable Uber ad. Actually, they have full Uber ad right now.
Yeah, they do have full Uber ad, so maybe GCI is just trying to force it out. They do have someone in behind. It is Yum Yum, and he's going to be lurking, has missed the respawner of Loaf, but everyone in GlobalClan just rushing forward, trying to take this threat of Uber advantage as far as they possibly can. Now they finally use, and they're getting a lot of space in onto last. Haven't quite kept up the point because the demo was flashed, but they're getting so many picks that it doesn't really matter. Now it's only going to be Peniferous left alive, has to hit a miracle amount of pipes, but not going to be able to make it work. Second round in the favor of GlobalClan, and that is where the pause happened.
Yeah, it looks like that was a round when the pause ended. We had a attack pause after the round loss, but too many different players with too many different ideas. Yum Yum going for like a flank play towards spawners and then attempting to back capture in the hold. Meanwhile, the rest of the team just dying to the Uber.
And now it is 2-0 in the favor of GlobalClan. Looking very good. A lot better than they did on the first time that these teams faced each other on this exact same map. But going to be interesting. Loaf is hiding in his own kitchen, just maybe waiting for someone to get aggressive, but the soldiers are going to get aggressive. Quacks jumps across the point, is going to be able to get a lot of damage, and actually he's going to be able to help take down Sin Karma. So a 1-for-1 trade, 2-for-1 trade, as a 3-for-1 trade, as so many are now dying on a GlobalClan, and GCR are going to be able to take control of the point. I feel like they want to try and chase us just a little bit.
Yeah, with no projectiles up, the window to come in is open. Shamu actually trying to go for a play, knowing that the rest of his team is just going to be at last anyway. He's he doesn't actually manage to get anything, and GCI is going to be able to cap this off. And even Uber's up 2-0. GlobalClan is happy to just sit at last and, you know, wait for maybe a mistake, just try to weather out this upcoming play.
Yeah, they can try and weather it out because it is going to be even Ubers. And Loaf getting a nice pick onto Grape Juice is definitely going to help them in that respect. Maybe they can try and go for counter sector. Taking a little bit of space in lobby. Seems like they want to send Loaf in through Cheese, but he has been spotted. Is going to be able to get a little bit of a disfavorable damage trade. Is going to be cleaned up by Yum Yum sitting over there. So that's going to be the counter sack for GlobalClan. Gives a 1-man advantage for GCI to maybe get a little bit more aggressive, go for a 2-man or a 3-man.
They're looking for the gun here first. The soldier's taking quite a lot of damage. Quack's managing to survive there, catching some arrows from Hannah, but you know, this gun spot is just notorious for being really difficult to take out, and the biggest reason of why well, as I say that, it just goes down from the double soldier center, but it's like the biggest reason of why Snakewater of late has been really hard to push into. And we have another pause here, I think. TC.
Ooh, interesting. And so pauses are 90 seconds into the future. So the only thing that tells us is that this pause happens in continuous overtime. So still got a little bit more game on our hands. But if you are GCI's, this one, we do have word that this one is technical, so we won't try and read too much into what it says about the future of our game. But for GCI, you know, they did take down the sentry gun. The thing is, you have to go super duper quickly with it, because you can see that there already is another sentry gun being built right back up. So, you know, that's kind of one of the things about spam down the gun. You get it down, and then oftentimes, even if you do get it down, you might lose a soldier while you do so, and then at that point, by the time he respawns, the gun's already right back up. So very, very thin margins in terms of a timing here. But for GCI, still have an opportunity to try and spam and you know, get a bit of space here. I think they still have round about 3 minutes left on the round time before we head into a round reset. So not a lot of pressure just quite yet, but you know, a good opportunity. They're in a good position to try and take this first round.
Yeah, as we inch closer to continuous overtime, that'll be when things get tense. That's when you're eliminated from basically the season or not for both these teams. So we might end up in a situation where, you know, the next round win means anything from the side of GlobalClan, whereas GCI is gonna have to fight back to claw back from the 2-0 deficit.
Yeah, GCI might have to try and claw back from that 2-0 deficit. I mean, we saw something similar on this map last time these two teams played, except it was GlobalClan doing that exact same thing. I mean, at that point, GCI were up 4-0. You would not have expected GlobalClan to get back as far as they did, and it really seemed like they were going to be able to take that reverse sweep in their favor, but they just kind of failed right at the finish line, and GCI were able to walk away still as the victor. So we have seen it once before against these two teams. Might be able to see it again. GCI, they got to figure out this last hold as well, because, you know, these are kind of the opportunities that you don't want to let slip away. You know, you're in position, you're on the enemy team's last. You have the opportunity to try and force something out from the medic and get your team into a good place to try and get a first round on the board. They don't want to let this go because their mids haven't been going super well. They haven't gotten to this point super often in this match so far. So while you're here, you want to try and make the most of it and not allow GlobalClan an opportunity to reverse things again.
Yeah. Well, right now it looks like they're opting to just back up, and Loaf coming in for the counter sack actually manages to trade out with Quacks. Doing a lot of damage in the meantime. Hannah eating a good amount of damage there, but I don't think that there's still enough picks for GlobalClan to commit to pushing out, with Penny still up and Grape Juice surviving back in the fight. So GlobalClan still has a nice opportunity here to pressure in the last.
They do have a good opportunity. Seems like there's only a few seconds left, around about 40 seconds left before continuous overtime. So seems like it is going to be a 3-something game. Question is it GCI or GlobalClan who would only need one more round before they walk out as the victors? GCI still just going to be distributing buffs, trying to see how they want to do this. It seems like they're rotating their soldiers over to lower to try and spam down that sentry gun. They are going to be able to do it. They keep everyone alive, and now they have to try and sack in because you can already see Pablo immediately rebuilding the gun, but no, they are going to lose one in Yum Yum, so they're going to have to back out of lobby and see if GlobalClan try and do a counter sack of their own.
Yeah, it seems that they're not really, like, even if they're able to get enough spam on the gun, they're not even able to get bodies in just from the amount of damage they're trading off. I'd probably start leaning towards playing an off class at this point, just to see. Yeah, we have Yum Yum on Spy actually, as I say that. So here's where the polish just ended, but Yum Yum up on the Spy. Let's see if he gets the timing.
Yeah, Yum Yum is up on the Spy, making his way through lower, has gotten in fairly successfully, and they do send Grape Juice in to try and be a little bit of a distraction, so if we're not wondering, hey, what's GCI doing? They're a little bit quiet. No, they've sent one in, so they might be a little bit paranoid. Paul Dog just throwing around a few errant spam rockets, but they shouldn't know just quite yet unless one of them have double checked, and they are actually being a little bit kind of paranoid. I see them.
Shamu's in a good spot to spot anything, basically.
Yeah, he is. He was on top of the little shed there, but Yum Yum has got in position. He does deep look. I think Loaf might have spotted him, but he's trying to go in. He gets denied, but Hannah, Paul Dog comes in so huge, just wraps around while everyone's focused on the Spy. No one was focused watching lower, and that's going to be Paul Dog dropping the medic.
Disaster for the side of GlobalClan, banking on the Spy play, and in return you lose your medic. Rape's gonna just trade out with Loaf on the flank and lower. Not much coming. Oh, but the trap from Penny, was it just on the pack? Dank actually just backing up into it. Nobody cleared it, and suddenly, there's gonna be enough time to make the last with all the cap time on second, actually.
Oh, it is, and if they go now, they might be able to get in before Dank is alive, and there's going to be no heals for GlobalClan. Sin Karma, very aggressive, might have to back up instead, in case he might get caught up, but no, he's going to get a nice kill on the Beneferous. Everyone bombing onto the point, but the heavy from Pablo is just going to melt them, and that is going to be a round reset. No one able to clear up the point, still 2-0 in the favor of GlobalClan, but just a couple more seconds left on the clock, and that could have gone probably in the favor of... Well, it actually didn't seem like GCI were able to win that point anyways.
Yeah, with the heavy and, Sin Karma trapping the point off, it was a little bit too much. But we have Sin Karma going to mid with the quickie bombs here, trying to exchange spam, actually putting Penny down pretty weak, and Balog's actually going to try to initiate off that. He opts the fade. Looks like we're not going to get a lot of aggression despite this.
Yeah, as I say that, the soldiers bombing around, it is going to be a fade, but Quacks commits in, is going to be able to do a lot of damage, helps take down Dang. That's going to be a dead medic for GlobalClan. Can they keep Hannah alive? They should be able to. Nice kill onto Pablo, is going to be able to keep her up just a little bit longer. Paul Dog and Sin Karma, the last two up for GlobalClan, are going to back up, and that was a mid desperately needed if your GCI gives them an opportunity to get back into this game. Although they did that the last time, they got the mid, and it led to a round reset. So definitely not a sure thing for them as GlobalClan get a bit of presence up onto second and try and make this push in for GCI just a little bit harder.
Yeah, that was interesting, but great play from Quacks to find Dank, and GCI is actually going to be able to walk into mid after having killed Dank on the previous mid with this ad here. Penny actually going deep. He gets taken out by Paul Dog, but I don't think it's going to be enough for GlobalClan to really stay here. And Ubers are going to even out while GCI waits for Penny to get back, and they're going to be in that exact situation we were just watching them.
Oh, they're going.
Oh, they're actually trying to rip it. Dank is so close to Uber, though. They're just trying to play the cap time. Uber comes out from the side of GlobalClan, and they're able to block the point.
Wow, that was very, very aggressive from GCI. Hannah might be able to just barely stay alive, has made her way through bats and should be able to get out, has got the help of the scout speed to do so. So definitely not as disastrous as it could have been for GCI, considering how thin of margins they went on that Uber, and they didn't even have their demo. Maybe I understand it, I mean, GlobalClan definitely not expecting it. We didn't expect it, but there is a reason why they weren't expecting it. Not too good of an Uber. Maybe
Anna saw Dank and was able to see just how much of a deficit there was or how much ad they had, and they were just banking on, maybe we can just cap the point because our, pressuring in the last has not worked out at all in our favor. So just trying to win before anything can happen. But here we have a drive push coming in on the side of GlobalClan Ice.
Yeah, we do. Quack's going to be bombing around, making a little bit of space for his team. Is going to try and land and gets the drop with the help of Peniferous. Really great stuff there. Coordinated spam. That's what you love to see. And now GCI, they're going to make their way on the point. Shamu hiding in lower is going to have to back out. Paul Dog over in Saw, just distracting a few people, keeping some of his teammates still onto the point. Loaf going to be bombing around. Is probably going to get caught out for it. No, just barely stays alive.
Missing some shots. Yeah, you definitely should have that pick there. But still, with Uber, with this much Uber ad, all I have to do is wait for the players and just try to take this push in as a team. It's not, not the worst missing out on that soldier.
Not the worst indeed, and these are the type of fights, these are the type of places that GCI should be able to convert from. They have Uber advantage, and they just have to try and get in onto the point and get it capped up as they make their way forward. Now using the Uber, taking a lot of space, gonna get everyone on GlobalClan into the spawn, but they're managed to get out so much time onto the point. Scratch is gonna go down for it. Can anyone on GCI find a pick? They're not going to be able to. Hannah and Peniferous, the last ones alive over on the left side, are going to be able to escape through Cheese right there. But once again, not a good Uber advantage push for GCI.
Yeah, they're not taking it deep enough, basically. There's no one stuffing the other players in the spawn, so GlobalClan is able to just re-push on the point easily. There's just no one's forcing them out. But Paul Dog's actually in a hiding spot here lower. He actually just wraps right on Hannah, and he's able to find her. Great play from him.
Oh, and Dank does get forced out there. Scratch and all of his chaos is actually up on Spy. He did get shot at a little bit, but I don't think they recognize that it was him. So he's got two options. He can try and go for a back cap, which just seems like that is what he's going to do. And he's going to bring one in behind. It's going to be Sin Karma that he's going to have to fight. Sin Karma bombs in. And I think they have recognized that it's a Spy because, oh, he gets...
Just standing still. Well, there's some small ad here on the side of GlobalClan. They're actually wanting to drive push in here. GlobalClan Ice, the season on the line. They don't even want to take the risk of taking this fight down one. I'm not sure if they read the Ubers correctly. There was definitely a way to maybe hold that, but now their season on the line. They have to hold against this Uber that's going to come in for Shamu.
They do have to hold out against the Uber. They got Yum Yum up on the sentry gun, trying to build it of their own. They are going to be around 70%, so if they do stall for long enough, they might be able to get now the Uber coming in through lower. Bombing in Sin Karma doesn't get a lot of space. It actually bumps onto the head of one of the soldiers, and now everyone on GlobalClan, they have so much time on the point, and they just cap it up like that.
Oh man, there's a lot of typing going on during this. For both sides, but GG 3-0 GlobalClan, so they secure their spot at the upcoming LAN next month.
They do indeed. Really great stuff from GlobalClan proper. Also, good from GlobalClan Ice. They made it close. Sure, they didn't get around onto the board, but it wasn't a 5-0 knockout. There were definitely a lot of opportunities, a lot of moments that things swung in their favor, just not able to execute it and convert it into a round. Unfortunate for them, but for GlobalClan, that does basically secure them at LAN. So really good stuff for them. That's definitely their goal, has been their goal this entire season, and I know that within their heart of hearts, they definitely want to try and get some type of upset when one of the top three at LAN as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how that all unfolds, but at least right here, just looking at these logs, I think we have them on screen for you. Shout outs to Sin Karma doing 289, by far and away the highest damager in the server, I think by a good 60 DPM. So he was putting out the damage for his team to clean up on.
Yeah, he's getting those trap kills that he was well known for. Really just solid play from the side of GlobalClan overall. It looked like they had more of a game plan, and just the key points are Dank just staying alive for throughout every fight, whereas the GCI players would have to scramble for some sort of salvage, desperate play. Apart from, we had 2 drops apiece from each medic. I think both medics were playing pretty solid, but the GlobalClan combo definitely just outplayed their counterparts, in my opinion.
I definitely agree. Also, shout outs to Paul Dog getting 3 med picks in that game. But yeah, seemed like it was just a little bit better coordination and team play from GlobalClan overall. It seemed like they also had a lot more success on their last pushes. GCI had a couple, and they weren't able to make it stick at any one. Something would just go wrong. Either they went a little bit too aggressively before they had their demo, or even when they did have everyone up, they just weren't able to, like you said, corral everyone in to spawn and keep them there by enough time to get someone onto the point. But we do have some people who were there, right there. They saw all the action themselves. It is Loaf and Sin from GlobalClan here for some interviews. I just want to say again, congratulations, guys. You have you've beat your rivals in GCI. How does it feel? And is it good to kind of get that done out of the way after the little bit of a disappointing loss early in the season to them?
Yeah, it was actually satisfying that we beat them. I don't know why they picked the same map and didn't expect us to improve on it.
Shamu,
that's a bit of a confusion.
Right after that match, Shamu called that they were going to pick this map for the next match if we managed to pick the maps right. And so we've been scrimming this map twice or 3 times a week, every single week, because we knew they were going to pick it.
Prepping for this match.
Yeah.
That's some good foresight. I honestly am surprised that they picked it as well, considering that in the second half of that initial match, you guys were basically dominating almost every fight, and it seemed like you basically solved your mistakes mid-match, so I don't know why they would have wanted to come back to this. But anyways, congratulations, guys. You guys have basically qualified for LAN, I think.
Yep.
And how's it feel?
Feels
We
great.
still want to beat G6. I'm gonna be quite honest.
We're not letting off any steam, but a lot more preparation coming up, a lot more cooking, maybe a few more crazy dubs on the way. Let's keep an eye out.
Oh, do you have what matches do you guys have left?
G6 and Froyo.
G6 Froyo, and then
Anglerfish.
Yeah.
The revenge tour isn't over, huh?
I'll make sure it's over.
Okay.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, 2 very big matches, I guess, for you guys coming up, and 2 playoff contenders that you guys are going to have to face at LAN. I guess for Loaf, are you excited for LAN? I think you said this is your first one last night. Are you excited to meet all these guys that you've been kind of scrimming with over the course of this season, and all the other people at these that you've kind of met in your TF2 journey?
Yes, it's gonna be awesome. Even before I joined this team, I was planning on going regardless of if I found a team on an open bracket, but to be able to go and participate in the invite bracket and play in a great tournament is so exciting.
Who are you most excited to meet? Basically, let's say one of your teammates and one other person. Just pick.
All right. I wanna look Paul eye to eye because I think I'm taller than him. And then who else is there? It's split on the other choices between Wild Rumpus and Sailboat. I want to meet both of those guys. Those are my fucking homies. I can't wait.
Fair enough. I do want to shout out to you, Dank, because you were living a lot. You were staying alive, and you were also kind of playing with the mental of the other team. Kind of saw some messages.
That whole team, they muted me. They muted me.
I don't think they did.
Really? I think at least one person was responding to you.
No, only Scratch had me unmuted.
Okay.
Damn. It's always fun to see, honestly, that type of mental warfare being taken on the other team. But I
know
guess
it works.
I mean, hey, it's worked for y'all tonight. You can't argue with the results. I guess coming in to LAN, what's the goal for you guys? Is it that top spot?
Oh,
it should be.
Of course.
Let's go.
Anything but the best, or anything. I don't know what I'm saying, but you know what I mean.
Well, that's well played. We've had back-to-back nights. You guys have won. So after pretty rough middle course of the season, it's ending pretty well. So as you guys said before, you definitely feel that you can take out any of the top 3 teams, right? And
Yes, definitely.
Mhm.
I think
okay.
our matches show
And
that.
and guess what? The G6 one, I think we have the map advantage too, so we get the map
Okay.
pick.
Ooh.
All right. Okay.
Spicy, spicy. Listen. All I'm hearing is that the Global Clan curse is over. I'm excited for that. No more losing by 1 round. Now you guys you're here to win, and we love to see that. I don't know. Do you have any more questions, Zilly?
I think, yeah, I think I'm good.
All right. Well, I gotta say, you guys did amazing in this match. Glad to see you guys finally qualify for playoffs. Any shout outs that you guys like to give, starting with Dank?
Shout out my boys on GlobalClan. Shout out Rakuso and Chris, who bailed on us, but it's okay. Shout out all my haters, and shout out the cast.
All right, Loaf.
Shout out both of you for the back-to-back on our matches. I guess all of my shout-outs from yesterday extend forward, but now that it's official, shout out to everybody that I'm about to meet at LAN. I have no enemies except for Quacks. I don't know if he's going or not, but
I think they are. I think their whole squad's going for the open tournament.
it's gonna be beef, but I don't know. We'll see.
Oh shit! All right, excited for that one to manifest at Lanson. You got any shout outs you'd like to give?
Shout out to my team. I think this is honestly the best team I've had in a very long time. Shout out to them. Shout outs to my Global Clan brothers from GCI. They played solid. Shout out to my leader Shemu for being a good leader. And yeah. Shout out to everybody who enjoyed watching this cast.
Damn, I mean that's so wholesome right there. I can't compete with that, Zilly. You got any shout outs?
Shout out to both teams. Shout out to GCI for coming close throughout the whole season. It's good that they'll be at LAN. Shout out to GlobalClan as well for finally qualifying, putting some demons to rest, and hopefully we get another great week out of you guys next week and a great LAN. Shout out to the viewers, and yeah, shout out to the rest of production, TC and Dolphin.
I'm gonna mirror a lot of us. Shout outs to you guys. Obviously, shout outs to GTI for trying to keep it close, but shout outs to you guys for coming out on top, progressing through the season, getting better. It's been awesome to see. Shout outs to all you guys for watching. Shout outs to the merch as well. Check it out, buy it, get it, show up in it. Some really great stuff right there. Help support RGL and everything like that. So definitely check it out. And also the Disrupt Cup that's happening this weekend. It's going to be very wacky, very fun, very silly, all things TF2, and you guys can influence it with your donations. So gives a little bit of a importance right there for the viewers. It gets them affecting the match, which is always kind of fun to see. Someone's mid rollout, and then they just don't have any ammo for some reason. So they just gotta have to adapt to that. So check that one out. It's happening this weekend, and you guys can donate to affect the match. Aside from it, that's gonna be it for us at RGL until that Disrupt Cup happening this weekend. We've got more TF2 happening next week, where we continue the remainder of this groups for a RGL Season 15. We've got Invite Highlander as well on Mondays, as always, so check that out. Until then, that's going to be it. We hope you have a good night.